So the next match we're going to have up here is going to be Chris Funk versus Tuan Chau. So Chris and Tuan are getting underway here with the leg. So Chris wins the leg. As our judge, Chris Wilburn, has decided that Chris won the leg.
I won the leg. I'm all on the rail. I remember the one time I did a full rail lag.
So Chris Funk has won the leg and is breaking first. We have a 6-6 race. Chris Funk back to the TV table for the second match in a row. This is B-side. So it looked like Chris was trying to do a little too much to get back on that 3 ball. That he did not pocket the 1 ball. And Tuan is now to the table. Seems like Tuan is having trouble deciding where he wants his cue ball at for this 3. As he powers into it and leaves himself hooked on this 3. Should be an easy 1-rail kick for him. And the 3 ball just hangs. These 9-foot diamond tables here at On Cue. The pockets are not very forgiving. If you don't put it in the pocket, it's not going to go.
The serve is beneath the box.
So Chris makes a beautiful shot on this 3 ball. Goes 1 rail. Sends the cue ball back around, and I think he has visual on this 5. This is a simple stop shot. You can replace the cue with the 5. As he leaves himself on the 6. Looks like he's aiming a little low here. Maybe try to slide it over for the 7. Nudges the 8 to the rail. Leaves himself a shot on the 7. Do essentially the same thing, maybe bump the 9. He decides to go to the top rail. Just misses the 9. Leaves himself a shot on the 8 ball. Play this with a little bit of draw and bring it back out center table for that 9 ball on the side. Nicely done by Chris. A little bit short, but nonetheless, he's where he needs to be for this ball. It all depends on how he wants to be on this 10 ball. He can slow roll it and just pocket the 9 and leave it sit where the 9 is, or send the ball 3 rails back around for the 10 just like that. And he overhit it just a little bit. That was the issue with shooting that shot the way he did. He came up a little bit short on that 9 ball, so he had to do a little bit more with that cue ball to get on the 10, and he just overhit it a little bit. So he calls the side. and he just comes short. And these side pockets are tough. They're hard to judge. But he leaves Tuan a very long shot with the cue ball sitting on the rail. And Tuan is, gonna leave him sit in the pocket. So one long shot left by another. They're both smiling because they both left each other tough shots. Chris is gonna call this ball in the top right corner pocket. Try to avoid the scratch in the side. And he avoids the scratch but does not pocket the 10. Leaving Tuan a more favorable shot than the last one he just had. Looks like he's going to call the bank. Personally, I think I'd cut this ball. I think he's got enough angle to cut it. He calls the bank, and it goes 2 rails and falls in the other corner. It's going to leave Chris a spot shot from the corner pocket.
The most fun shot there is.
Honestly, I think I would have cut that 10 ball.
Maybe. Hold on.
So yet again, a tough shot left for Tuan. These guys do know how to leave each other tough shots on this 10 ball. Let's see what Tuan decides to do here. Maybe try leaving Chris another tough shot. So he tried to put these balls on opposite end rails, but they just popped out just a little too far, leaving Chris a shot on this 10 ball in the top right corner, or top left corner, sorry. And again, Tuan comes to the table with this 10 ball sitting on the rail. I wonder if Tuan's banking this ball. He is. So Tuan misses and leaves Chris the shot on the 10 ball. So Chris goes up 1-0 on Tuan Chau. I did not see Chris missing that ball after shooting at it multiple times this one rack. Tuan with the break. Pockets the 6 in the side. Cuba rolls out nicely for the 1 ball. The transition for the 2 ball is going to be a little bit of an issue, as we are playing on 9-foot tables. And Tuan just makes it look easy and draws it straight back. Give himself a shot on the 2-ball. I think Tuan was a little bit worried about trying to get on that 3-ball off of the 2, and he just missed it. Didn't think too much. So Chris back to the table. He pockets the 2. Leaves himself nicely on the 3-ball. To just roll up a little bit for the 4. I think he wanted that cue ball out just a little bit more so he could naturally roll up on the opposite side of that 5-ball.
You go to 4, he's going to 5. I'm going to send your opponent your way.
Still a natural roll for that cue ball to roll out for the 5. I think he's pretty straight on this 5-ball. So, excuse me. Position on the 7. He's going to have to force something here. He may just want to draw this ball straight back and take what he has instead of risking forcing too much.
You go to 4, he goes to 5.
Great shot by Chris. Cue ball comes out to center table for him to play this 7-ball. And the 7-ball rattles the points, hanging in the pocket for Tuan Chau to come to the table with 4 balls left.
David Aubrey and Dietzen Bob. 40, 6,
So Tuan fires the 7-ball in and draws it all the way back up behind the 8. Not where he wanted to be. I think he kind of wanted just to be center table for that 8. But not a problem for Tuan. Makes the 8 in the side and leaves himself on the 9. Pockets the 9 and leaves himself on the 10. To try and tie this up 1-1 and erase the 6, as he does. So Chris breaks dry. Tuan doesn't have much of a shot on this 1-ball. Probably just going to elect to play safe. Push that 1-ball up behind the 10. And the cue ball down on this end of the table. Don't want to force too much here. Not exactly where he wanted to be with that. Chris thinking it over, trying to think of a save. So Chris leaves the cue behind the 6 for Tuan to come to the table. It looks like Tuan is massing, as he does, and gets behind the 1 pushes it to the side rail, and the 1 bounces back out the center table. So Chris has a few options here. Do you want to combo the 5 and leave the cue sit in the pocket? He's calling the 5 in the side. Just nice and soft, and leave that 1 sit right where it's at. Replace the 5 with the 1 ball. Or he plays the carom and pockets the 1. 2 for 1 special for Chris Funk. That's a great shot. He does have himself arched over this 7 ball a little bit. And bring the cue ball back for the 3 and right around center pocket. Which really, he only needs to draw it back about a diamond just so he can naturally roll this 3 ball in the side pocket and bring the cue back down to the bottom rail. Out for Tuan. Tuan pockets the 2 ball, sends the cue ball 2 rails back out for the 3. A little shorter from where he wanted to be. Tuan plays a great shot on the 3. Brings the cue ball down for the 4. Just roll this ball in and bring the cue ball out a little bit so he has a shot on the 6.
He's in a bad spot. This is the wrong side.
Yeah, he kind of wanted to be a little shorter on that ball.
Yeah, so he's going to draw to the side rail and come across.
That is a great shot by
No.
Tuan. He's got to get position on this 8 ball, and he is straight rail.
That's why it was a bad shot. He's got a good stroke there, so he'll be able to pull us back.
That is a great shot,
And
and he
he's
just
over.
overshot it. Oh, and it hit the cue ball.
And he fouled.
He went to reach for the chalk, and the chalk fell on the table and fell in the path of the cue ball, giving Chris Funk ball in hand.
Yep, and that's why I respect that man. He won't cheat you.
Oh, no. Tuan is a really good guy.
That's why you wait till the cue ball's done before you grab chalk.
Just got a little excited.
Because you only got to play to get safety from there. So this is a tricky one because of where the 9-10 is. Would you play to the center of the table, or would you play short?
It all depends. I mean,
Parallel with the 9. Play this 2 rails back to the 10. I would not
he
play
came
this.
short.
I don't like this shot. Because you're bringing, fly, other things in the way. I'd rather shoot with a little more pace and come parallel with the 9. So he's crossing his line here. He almost missed that.
So Chris pockets the 9,
And he's
and
out.
leaves himself a good shot on the 10. And it looks like he's going to go up 2-1 on Tuan Chau. Unfortunately, Tuan fouled, reaching for the chalk. And the chalk fell on the table, giving Chris ball in hand. So it looked like Chris was trying to bank that one ball. Gives Tuan a shot on this one to play position to get on the two. It was a great break by Wayne. Unfortunately, he hooked himself on the two. So Tuan's going to bank this ball. Cue ball rolls out beautifully for the three. Wayne Everhart just made an amazing jump shot off the break. Looks like he's going to have to jump again after pocketing a jump. Tuan's on a good roll here. Seems like he's found a stroke a little bit. There's a wide open table for him to just pocket balls and keep rolling. He's on a good pace. He's got to go for the bridge here. As you heard that ball bouncing off the table, it was Wayne Everhart pocketing the second ball in a row. And Tuan just hangs the 7 ball. I think that might have had a little bit to do with the bridge. Wayne made back-to-back jump shots on the table next to me that I can see, and left himself beautifully on this next ball. So Chris pockets the 7 after Tuan happened to hang it a little bit. Chris plays a good shot on the 8 ball and leaves himself on the 9. To just come up to the top rail and come back down for the 10. Looking like Chris is going to go up 3-1 on Tuan if he pockets his 10 ball. And he does. So it's going to be Chris's break. Chris took a restroom break. We'll be right back when he's ready to break. So Wayne just finished up his match. I'm sure he'll be joining us here in a second, taking over for me. Chris misses the 1 ball and leaves Tuan safe behind the 8. I may have a match coming up here soon. Tuan's going to try mass aim behind the 6 ball. Great hit. Fantastic hit by Tuan Chau. And it looks like he hooked Chris behind the 9. So Chris hooks Tuan and Tuan hooks Chris. Chris makes a great 2-rail kick behind the 1 and pushes the 1 off the table. Tuan misses the 1, and Chris is back to the table now. Tightens that 1 ball up with the 7. Just have to avoid the 8 ball. You don't have to draw it a whole lot. And it looks like he gave himself a shot on the 2. Sounded like he might have miscued there on that ball. But nonetheless, he still pocketed the 1. He pockets the 2 ball and rolls out nicely for the 3. Chris pockets the 3 and rolls out a little too far for the 4. A little further than he'd like to be. I didn't see him call his shot, so I'm not sure where he's playing this ball. Looks like he goes in the bottom corner. And he hooked himself. I mean, he didn't hook himself, but he's got to shoot over top this 6 ball. And like I've said before, we're playing on 9-foot diamond tables. So he has to use the bridge to shoot this 5 ball. Yeah, and that's just unfortunate. And he's going to get a roll once again, hooking Tuan after missing a ball. So my match was just called against Logan Harrington. I'm going to be playing, and I believe Wayne Everhart is going to take over the stream. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I'm going to hand it over to Wayne. He'll be on in a second.
All right, folks. Wayne Everhart, I'm back. We're watching the Chris Funk, Tuan Chau match. Currently, Tuan is down 1-3. And I am officially eliminated from the tournament. Not my greatest event, but we'll come back next time. Just keep grinding. Happy to be here, that's all. Good shot there by Chris. Set up nicely for the 8. So he's down here for the 9. However, it's not the easy shot in the world. He's going to cut it in that top left corner. It's going to be hard to control the speed. You might have to come back and forth twice because you're going to have to get to the 9 to the pocket. If you hit it easy, get it to the pocket, I don't think you might not be able to get there. So he's good. Yeah, he's gonna try running around the table rather than straight back and forth. So that sets up Tuan. So Tuan sets up nicely for the 10. All right, so Tuan draws within 1, 2 games to 3. Thank you for joining us. Today we're at Front Royal, Virginia, at On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. Nice venue, all diamond tables, 9-footers and a couple 7-footers. Come on out here if you're in the area, if you're heading on out into the mountains. Really nice venue. Beautiful drive. Might want to try to avoid the Washington, D.C. travel if you're heading out this way. So plan accordingly. So Tuan Chau to break. Dry break. Chris Funk to the table. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Lambros Cues. Make some of the finest playing cues in the world. If you don't know much about Lambros, go ahead to check out the Lambros webpage, lambroscues.com. Got a history of Mike Lambros up there, a history of Lambros Cues. Whole selection of cues to take a look at in the catalog. If you're interested in any of the cues, you can just mouse over and get one of the catalog numbers and just send a message. There's a contact us form there. Just send a message. Let us know what you're interested in. Or just tell us what you like. And let Mike Lambros know what you want. And he can build a cue for you. Right now, I think the waiting time was around 9 months, but I think they've gotten caught up to the point where it's about 4 to 6 months. I have to check on the exact time, but you can always message me. If you go to the Lambros Facebook page, you can message me there. Also, I monitor the web page as well. So if you fill out a contact us form there, you'll probably get in touch with me. And from there, we'll get you in touch with Mike Lambros or Vince Tolson and get you squared away. So if you're looking for a Lambros cue, go ahead and check it out, lambroscues.com. I'd like to shout out to also Mob, Money Shot Out Billiards. Mob folks out here today. We got Mike Weller out here today hitting some balls, competing. I'd like to thank him for taking a long trip out. We have a shirt we're raffling off today. That's a Mob, ThinkTech MD, DMV Amateur Tour co-branded shirt. It's a tournament-style shirt. $150 value. We're raffling off today. Good try there by Tuan. Ball in hand given. Chris Funk up 4-2. And he's breaking. Nice break there by Chris. Pocketing 2 balls. All right, so Chris Funk taking a look at his options. The edge of that 9 ball just might have him. Wow. Oh, wow. What a try by Chris. What amazing effort. That would have been a highlight reel shot for sure. Tuan Chau to the table. Miscue. I know how that feels. I miscued my last match on the 8-ball. The setup for the 9 was not good. It's not how you want to go down. So Tuan looking to play that 4-ball in the bottom right corner. Good speed there. Brings the cue ball between the 6 and the 8. Tuan's going to be shooting for the window again between the 8 and 9. Bringing that cue ball over. Probably off of that short rail. That's how he chooses to play it. Looks like he might go low and draw it over there. Let's see. No, he's going to roll it off the short rail. Nice shot. He's got the window between 8 and 9. Looking to play that 6 in the bottom right-hand corner. So if you've not seen Tuan shoot pool, this guy is unflappable. You won't see hardly any emotion from him. Whether things are going good or bad, he just shoots well. Seems like all the time. He's got the 8-ball. After sending the cue ball all the way around the table, it seems like he's got perfect position for the 8 in the side. Nice shot. Got the 9 in that bottom left-hand corner. All right, so Tuan draws within 1, 3 games to 4, on a race to 6. If you're just joining us, my name is Wayne Everhart from Think Tech MD. And we're out here at Front Royal, Virginia, at On Cue Sports Bar and Grill. Be out here next weekend as well, covering their regional or local 9-ball event. I'm sure they draw people from all over, but it's generally their local 9-ball event. And I'm very grateful that they asked me to come on out and cover it. So it looks like 2 balls pocketed on the break. Tuan probably has a look at the 110 if he thinks like he wants to go that way, and he's looking at it. I think you got to kind of shoot at this. No reason not to. Oh. Just cut it past the 10. So Chris Funk to the table. Chris Funk is Fargo rated 622. Tuan Chau 648. So the 1 ball just hangs in there. Doesn't want to fall. Tuan to the table. Sets up for that 3 in that top side pocket. Probably going to play the 4 in that bottom right pocket. Just going to roll up there a little bit. You don't want to overhit it. There you go. Nicely done. Now, I was mentioning the tables in here were playing pretty fast earlier in the day. It was really chilly in here at first. Oh, they're pretty quick now. I don't think they're as quick as they were earlier in the day. Wow. Good stroke there by Tuan. Got an angle. Play the 8 in that bottom right-hand corner. Come back out for the 9 in the bottom left-hand corner. Oh, I just overcut it. That's going to set up the 8 ball on the side for Chris Funk. He'll probably go to 2-3 rails maybe. Set up for the 9. He's going to have to go around to the right-hand side of the table. No, looks like he's going to come straight out. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, he's going to go straight out. Nicely done. Just need to get that cue ball on that top long rail. Oh, so he's going to set up to play it in the side. Nicely done. Thought he might choose to just roll over there on the top rail and play the 10 in the bottom, or excuse me, the top right corner pocket. However, Chris chooses to play it in the top side. Nicely done. 5 games to 3.
Cecina, do you need a break, or are you ready to go again? I'm just gonna use the bathroom. I'm ready. All right. Same table. What's break? I'm getting it right now. I gotta figure it out. 6 or 3.
All right, so Chris Funk the break on the hill.
Who's the women's? I don't know, man. 6-3 race.
Sorry, baby, I was by you.
Robert Ritter.
That sounded like another miscue. Just didn't sound right.
Yep.
I think Chris is going to be blanking this one at the 9. No, he's playing safe, I think. Can't quite tell. I didn't hear what he called. I thought maybe by looking at him, maybe playing the 1-9. So Tuan to the table. Just needs to hold this cue ball there. He was trying to just hold it off the 10. Excuse me, hold it off the 8, rather. All right, so I'm going to go grab some food. Chris Wilburn is going to go ahead and fill in, and we'll be right back.
Mic check 1, 2. All right. Oh, Funk got on the hill already. Look at that. Tuan Chau is our highest rated player at a 648, right on our cap, 650. Highest player we've ever had was no, Cloudbuck can't play.
Oh.
He's well beyond that level. The data is not correct on it. Was I can't remember his name right now. I'm brain farting. A lot of my head. But he was a 650 on the point. He's been around the high 640s. So just make a nice little combo. Makes that.
Hey, at $10 like that. You always gotta buy yourself a calculator.
So one event, a gentleman didn't do that. Got second. And I looked at him, so I'm counting out the money. Here's your payout. Here's his. And the Calcutta, okay, here's your money. And I'm sitting here with like $400 in Calcutta money. And the owner of the establishment comes here. And I was like, here's your 200, here's mine. And I looked at the guy and I was like, this is what happens when you don't buy yourself. You split. Shauna's like, okay, cool. I was like, sweet. Always, always buy yourself.
I mean, why are you playing in the tournament?
Now, what's the highest Calcutta you've ever seen? What was it?
One in sport. Those guys are going for like $3 grand.
What did I miss? Did I miss anything?
I don't know. Chris Funk had a kick at the 1.
Left the 1-9.
Yep, left the 1-9. That's all I saw.
Tuan's gonna try to play safe here. This looks like that first rack of the day kind of thing where you break pad.
Yeah. Well, it's starting to I feel like it's starting to die down. So people kind of starting to get a little tired now. It's like a mid, And now
It's only
once
4:15.
I know, but once people start winning or losing or whatever and stopping, they're going to get food and then they're going to get back up.
Yeah.
Like it's midpoint,
The breaking point.
What? No, like the climax.
Yeah, the breaking point.
Is that the climax? Same thing. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, that's where it breaks or peaks. The peak.
Yeah, the peak. Just got water on my arm.
There's probably something there. Nice shot. He's got a good shot here. I don't know if the 4 clears the 9. Here's this sexy view. Look at that one.
What?
Look at this view. Let's see, what is he going to
Starting to tire out, die down, then they're going to
He
get
rushed it.
Well,
I don't get tired. I don't understand those words.
Well, whatever. Everyone except you.
No, there's a lot of players like that. You'd be very surprised.
I didn't get tired today, actually.
See? You right there with me? And when you're
I
able to put in like a 8 to 10 hour practice session, you'll feel it. What's up, broski? Yeah, that's my brother.
Hi. What's your name? Scott. I'm Tiffany. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
AKA Baby Shark.
Yeah. No.
Well, not this one though, right? That's
No.
No, no, no.
Stop.
It's fun.
No.
That is gonna be your theme song when you walk on.
No,
the
some people actually play that,
I know.
and it's drives me nuts. Cause I mean, yeah, my name's Baby Shark, but I don't like the song.
My first nickname for pool was Squirrel.
Really. I mean, honestly, the song's kind of getting a little catchy now because a lot of people mess with me and play it. But
To make it stop though, enjoy it, embrace it. Yeah,
Yeah.
play it. And then
Yeah.
they're gonna not want to because it doesn't irritate you.
I don't know. Some
Irony. Uh-oh.
people-
Match is done. People what?
All right, I'm back. We've got Tuan at the table. Down 4-5 versus Chris Funk. And we have Tiffany Lear hanging out with us. Say hi, Tiff.
Hi.
She had a tough day today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like me. We were rapidly sitting on the side, but now we're working in the booth.
Yep, it was a fun day though.
That's good. That's right. So it's all about having fun, getting out here and being with your pool family. So Tuan's got the 7 in the side.
He had a really close combo earlier. Really close.
You talking about the 9 ball we was playing? No? 10
There
ball?
was a 6 ball right by the side and the 10 ball right there, and he tried to combo it. It was so close.
Yeah, I missed it. I was eating my food, dropping it all over myself. So it's a little tight accommodations behind the booth here. So Tiffany was there to help me out, make sure I didn't make a mess of myself. All right, Tuan Chau on the 8. Looks good. I think he's going to bring it even. Now, Tiff, you've played Tuan how many times now?
I forget how many, but it's been a few.
Yeah. So, having a couple matches, right? So you guys. What tournament did you meet at?
We met at I think it was another DMV tournament, but it was way before the last one.
Right. Okay.
And we didn't really meet. We just said a couple words to each other because we didn't play each other then.
Okay. Okay.
But the last DMV tournament I was in, we had to play each other, and we started talking. Really, he's really nice. Plays really good.
Yeah, he does play very well. Pretty much a very quiet guy. You hardly ever hear Tuan say much anything, whether he's up in the match or down in the match. He's always.
Yeah, we're besties though. So.
They're your besties. Okay.
Yep.
You brought out the talk in him. Okay, I got it. So 5 games apiece. Tuan Chau, Chris Funk. Now, last time you played him, what was the race?
I think it was either 7-3 or 8-3.
And you came. Did you come out?
Hill.
Did you come out victorious against Tuan at time?
No.
No. Okay.
No, he beat me pretty bad, but he played really good.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't seen Tuan have a bad match. I don't think ever that I've observed his game. I've seen him have a couple rough games, but you wouldn't tell it by watching his mannerism.
Who won?
That's what happens when we're talking.
Oh, well, I thought.
So I think we were missing a game. So it looked like Tuan just pulled out the match 6-5. Excuse me. My apologies, folks. Sometimes when there's a lot going on, you're eating and all that stuff. You can miss a game when you're coming in because Chris,